Good afternoon, folks. How are we?
Hello.
Now,
Greetings.
we'd all be saying huzzah,
Well,
but Jeffro is going to turn up. But as you saw on the title, where's Wombat? And look out, lo and behold, here he is. Look, everything is right with the world. So we're going to start with Wombat because we've been waiting for this man to turn up, And, mate, let us know a bit about what's been happening in your life, where the hell you've been, and what's your piss poor excuse you're going to give us?
Wow.
Or plural.
Let's see, where do I start? So it's been fairly hectic at work. A lot of IT infrastructure changeovers, so I've been pretty busy there. Done a few very late nights, and then weekends has been predominantly cricket, and more cricket. So just come off a 2-day game with the under-18 girls today. Had a loss. And our women's team had a win, seconds, which is good. Apart from that, haven't been doing a lot of time at the bench. Did get some time yesterday to do some Lego, even though Jason says it's not real modelling. But
It's plastic. I'll give you it's plastic.
Yeah, it's plastic. It's just no glue, Jason.
controversial.
So
That's more than 4 pieces than you've done, Jason.
Hang on.
And
Hang on. Ah!
So you got the McLaren neon E2 there, and this one is awesome. McLaren Senna MP44, probably one of my favourite Formula One cars of all time, and even in Lego, this thing is absolutely freaking beautiful.
Is that
So that's
the
about all
Senna?
the building I've been doing. Hey? Yes, is Ayrton, little Ayrton there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the Senna car. Like I said, haven't been doing a lot of time at the bench, but did pick up some. I can't remember whether I'd shown these last time, so just bear with me for a
Do
sec.
I get points for recognising that as the Senna car without you showing me it's Ayrton Senna?
I'll give you points for that one, Jace.
Thanks, mate.
So I did pick up a while back. So we've got a ton of Haskell Hornets. So I've got a couple of the F-18Cs, a couple of the F-18Ds,
Yep.
and we've also got F-18E
Mm-hmm.
and the
Is there an F
for
and a G?
Hornets, and we have got the EA-18G Growler. So we're doing a couple of them up as RAF aircraft, and a couple as US Navy, except for that one, which is US Marine Corps, but it's the Bengals, Tiger Stripes, and I love anything with Tiger Stripes, so I might keep that one as US Marine Corps aircraft. That's pretty much it for me.
Nice.
Righto. So you have been absent. Your excuse was pretty brushed over. You said you weren't well. What's been going on with your body?
There's been a bit of within the family. A few people have gone down, and you know what it's like. One goes down, and then everybody starts going down. So
Yeah. I'm glad you're here, mate. We did miss you. We did bitch about you, moan about you. I think James was the worst, but we censored his comments.
I was just upset because your face wasn't here. We lost all the likes.
Oh my God!
Jeez, thanks, James.
Wow,
appreciate it.
You know,
holy shit! He don't hold back, does he? Well, we've got Scotty's in, Harry's in. Who else we got? Oh, I think we probably got. Well, we got 14 sitting there that I can see, but we are waiting on Jeffro. Dominique decided to turn up. Thank goodness for that. No, mate, we're pretty open and honest in this country, but we've seen receding hairlines, mate, and yours is almost to the back of your neck. Can you tilt forward? Because that glare, mate, is killing us all.
Yeah.
So we're going to go. We're going to go to Bilge because Bilge has got some pretty devastating but important news for everybody that's watching. And we're going to try and get this link up, but Bilge, I'll let you take it away, mate, and tell the story.
All right. Last week, super typhoon hit Northern Ireland of Luzon around the Bawler region or Bawler province, where my girlfriend's family, or my girlfriend and my girlfriend's family live. From what I've seen, place is devastated. Their house is gone. They've lost the farm, all their equipment. I've already drained what spare coin I've gotten, sent it over just so she can get food, so they can get fed. I believe they're staying with family friends at the moment, and today I put up a GoFundMe so that I can try and get more so they can get back on their feet, because they'd only just planted their next crop and it's gone. There's probably maybe a foot of mud over the paddocks. You can't even recognize them anymore. And the place is just an absolute mess. And the first message I got from her when I found out was 4 letters: help. So, and then after that, it took me days to get through to her. They've got no power. Phone signal is, if you can get up high enough, you can get some. She's been able to put out a few posts, just trying, because there's next to no word in the national media about it. So nobody knows what these people are going through. And so if I can get the link up, if you can help, please do. Anything will help. So please and thank you. Move on, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to start bawling. You don't want to see that.
No, keep going, mate. Hang on. I'm trying with this. Hang on. See if I can Hang on.
Because I actually went on Got Fuels this morning, and I shared it with Fred, who then sent it to Farfar, and Farfar put it up on Got Fuels. So.
Hang on, I'll take that banner down because it's really. I put it in the comment section there.
Thanks, Bob.
So you can all copy that, and hey, that was pretty sad news there, mate. So people, when you jump on, I'll just show you on, if I can share that now. Share screen, and share, and we'll go. So that's the GoFundMe page. So we can all of us guys can jump in, and so $10,000 gold, help rebuild, and how do I pin it to the top? Scott, you can help me out there. That'd be great, mate. But I'll just keep posting it. Actually, I think I have no idea how to pin it to the top. But yeah, everybody, if you can, every little bit helps. And remember, we can go to a refrigerator, we can walk under our roof, and it's all still there. These guys, absolutely nothing. So yeah, any help will be gratefully accepted all over the world. So we've only got 9 at the moment, but we'll keep talking about it during the stream when the numbers get up. That'd be great. We do have everybody after 3. 1, 2, 3. Huzzah!
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 Better late than never.
Yep.
I can't tell time.
No, you obviously can't. We're going to go with Chunk because he's looking. He's looking.
Yes.
Do tell.
I haven't done much. Actually, the P51 is still where it was a couple of weeks ago, but I had moved on with the little
Oh,
the little
cool.
Ming has come along all right. The little Abrams. So just do a bit of weathering tonight. Haven't really bought any. Had a few electrical bits and pieces to build a few things, but just been working, rearranging, cleaning up, sorting a few things out inside. But no, apart from that, I've really nothing to report. Was nearly going to do a welfare check a week, not Friday gone, the Friday before on Wombat. I was in his area, but make sure he was still alive. But apart from that, I don't really have much more to report. Apart from I haven't bought any kits. I don't think I have. Yeah, so actually enjoying that little 70-second. It's been quite good actually. So
It's coming up very well.
with a outlaw paint
Down a
sand
bit.
color, outlaw paint sand on it. So yeah, so a bit of got to put the other tracks. I made the mistake of putting the top hole on before I put the track on. So it's a pain in the bum. So I've only done one. I've still got the other side to do. So it's all sitting there ready to go on my little thing. Whoop, that's all falling off now.
Oh, there, it's all gone.
So, but yeah, so that's what I'll be doing a bit later.
Very good. Hey, Jimmy. So we're going to go back down. We can welcome Heisenberg to the stage.
Hello.
Good morning, young man.
I should say.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah. Hello, Don. Wombat.
Hi, everyone.
Wombat.
Hey, man, how are
Wherefore art thou? My.
Well, I'm here now.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to.
I was trying to work some Shakespeare into it, but I'll need a little time. So next week. How is everyone? Sorry for being late. I miscalculated.
No excuse, mate. No excuse.
Bloody hopeless.
Says the man that turned up 2 minutes ago.
Right.
I thought it was 6 o'clock Queensland time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It said 5 o'clock Queensland
time.
Yeah, I thought, okay, well, we turned our clocks back, so that must mean 2 o'clock my time, 2 a.m. my time, but it's 1 a.m. Hey, better late than never. That's what I used to tell my boss, and I kept my job.
Well done. We're going to go with Paulie now.
I haven't done a lot. I've been waiting for your glasses.
Your whole model room's disappeared.
Yes.
Yeah, really.
Up into the house.
Yeah,
He's out of the cold.
So, Paul, what you say you haven't done a lot, does that mean you only made like, what, 10 models in the last week? Is that it?
I've only finished one. My little Mustang.
Woo.
Wow.
Right. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Very, very nice. It's what, a 66? 66? Yeah. Okay, very cool.
Very, very nice, mate. So why are you in there now?
Keep an eye on Mum better.
What you up to?
Oh, just making sure she doesn't have to fall.
Okay, I thought you were going to make sure she gets in.
So you're going to knock her out with paint fumes instead?
Still paint downstairs.
Very good. And so that's about it. And is Mum okay, or she's?
Yeah, she's fine. Yeah, all good.
That's good. That's good.
Awesome. Because we are attached
You
to
can
it.
just respond quicker from there, can't you, in the need?
Yeah.
Well, you're looking healthy, mate.
Oh, I'm trying.
I mean, I'm not saying that you look like you've been to the gym.
No,
You might have driven past it, but you know.
yeah, straight past it.
We're going to go. I'll do this quickly. All right, I'm going to go with me first, which is
Me. It's always me, isn't it?
Well, actually, it's never been me, but this you can put this in your pipe and smoke it. So,
Man, I haven't heard that. Hey, Jason, I haven't heard that one in a long time. I think Ralph Cramden was the last one who used that slogan.
Yeah, I got it in my pyramid building days. But anyway, Anyway, so we all love Jethro, and well, I love the man to death and his wonderful wife and everything. But so Jethro did his first order of outlaw paints, and
All right. Well,
yeah,
congratulations.
it was really good. Everything else
Haven't got it yet.
He actually paid for this lot, so it's fucking very cool. But anyway, so finally I got a few things this week for myself. Surprise. So my grandson loves his model trains, HO scale, and I make all the rail colours from the New Australian rail colours. So I bought that little bit. So
Cool.
when
Nice.
you build it, it's out of timber and all that crap.
Yeah.
Cool.
So him and I can build that. And then we move on to a glow-in-the-dark General Lee.
Oh, very nice.
So that we can see, season 2, episode 6. And as it says on the box, it glows in the dark.
Does it have a Confederate flag on the roof?
On the what?
On the roof of the car, does it have
On
a
the what?
Confederate flag?
On the what?
Roof.
On the roof.
Yes. You know the thing on top of the building. It's also on top
The
of
roof.
a car.
The roof, not roof.
Well, we say rough. We say rough over here in the Midwest. So
Dogs go rough.
yes, yes they do. Just like my 3-day stubble. It's rough.
Cool. And something I've been chasing. I mean, I know I've got a few kids, but I have been looking for this for quite a long time.
Ooh, nice.
So
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Is that an original Revel kit?
This is Revell kit, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't actually answer whether there's a Confederate flag on the roof or not.
On the roof, yes, there's a Confederate flag.
Well, I mean, I could have asked if it was on the hood too, and you would have been confused there because you say bonnet.
On the bonnet, that's right.
Yeah, the hood.
And I picked up that for my younger
Oh.
brother. I'm going to build that for him.
Whoa, very nice. Now that, can you build that one first?
He's a patient man, so a couple of years' time, maybe 3 or 4. Good.
Yeah.
After he finishes the tank.
Waiting for it. So, Jeffro,
What?
in front of
Yeah.
everybody, so you can't say no, you don't have to shove it up your ass and all that. So, with your paint order, this is coming
Yeah.
towards you.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
coming,
yay!
that's coming for you.
Is that to say that you haven't sent it yet? You told me you sent it.
No, I haven't said it yet. and
Looking forward to that. Fantastic.
And since you got airbrush paint, you're going to need this, so that's coming your way as well.
Oh, nice. Very good.
Oh, it's something I don't have to save up for.
Very.
This is going to be a big box.
Well, you could use it to fucking get golf lessons because you can't hit a fucking golf ball. Oh, sorry, outside voice again.
Then I'll be right back and just topping up my water.
So that's coming for you, mate. Just as a thank
Yay!
you. You're an
Thanks for that.
amazing man.
That'll be great.
Most men have haircuts and you can't. You and fucking Bill, just go to the fucking barber. Seriously.
We've got teeth too.
Yeah. Go fuck you in your teeth. Yeah. Love you to death. Dominique.
Hey, Dominic.
Good
morning.
Dominique, just a bit back from the camera, mate. The glare is killing us all.
Okay.
Do you have
what-
sun over there?
What you want to see? Want to see what I built or what I buy yesterday?
Oh, you had a great haul yesterday, Dom. Oh, you had some awesome kits.
Can't we
Yes.
just have both?
Okay. Only at
No,
our
take
10
any
model
too.
kits.
And
10
do you
model
have
kits.
foundation? Just all the whiteness down.
Ah,
Very
71
nice.
Stag.
71 Mustang. Yeah, match one. I buy this one.
Ah, very nice.
And
Mayberry.
this one has the trailer in it.
No,
No, it's outside of it.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Johnny said.
Okay. I buy this one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there's only about 2,000 pieces in that one.
Yes.
Full interior.
Yeah, I saw one of those on an old German wartime archive footage. They were using them during the occupation. I saw one rolling past Field Marshal Rommel as he was watching a parade of vehicles, and I recognized it.
It's why the French haven't made any nice cars. Look at that.
Yes. I buy this one.
That's very good. Like that.
You know what? I reckon if you painted that pure black, you could have the Keystone Cops hanging out of that.
Yeah, it's the Soviet school bus. That's nice. Dingo. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, really nice. It was really cheap. It was 22 euros. And normally is 35.
That
I
is
like
awesome.
this one.
That one. That's the one. That's the one that I think is the best of the group.
Oh,
For me
really?
personally, that's the one I
Take me
would.
very much to have a dingo.
Damn, that's awesome.
Did you leave any in the store?
I was not in the store. I had a model building show.
Nice. Very nice. Have you built one of those Edward Focke-Wulfs before, Dom?
Not the Focke-Wulfs. I built other kits. A Spitfires. A couple.
So you need to tell us.
And this one.
Oh, very cool.
This is a double.
Dual combo set.
Yeah, it's two model kits in one box. Normally you pay almost 50 euros for something. Was this, and now it was 30 or something, 35.
That's a great
and
deal.
I buy this one, 132nd P51B.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
That is a kit. Normally is that 60 euros, and this one was 30.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And only I come back home and I look in my stash. I have this one in my stash. I say to Danielle, she said to me, then you make two different ones.
Like the Mustang?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can make the Malcolm Hood version and the standard canopy version of that because James Howard flew both, I believe, with the same aircraft.
These are a couple Warhammer figures. I have 3 different ones. Really nice stuff. I'm buying this for your brush to clean.
Good stuff.
I have 46 different colors. AK third generation. That is the newer generation that is in this.
Yeah,
back.
Look at all those paints, man. I saw your photo on Bearded Veterans Discord.
Yes.
What'd you do? You clear out a hobby shop?
I buy drills.
Oh, nice.
2 different ones. This is the small ones.
Yeah.
And this have a little bit thicker bottom side. Then I can do it in the machine. I have that little display machine.
Oh yeah, the circle cutter.
I buy the circle cutter.
Yeah. You're lucky. That stuff's right there in your country, right? Display. They're based in Netherlands.
Yeah, there is one store that you can buy it from the website, and that woman and her husband always in the model show.
Yeah, Corrine. Yeah, she's always on
the
floor.
Yeah, Corine and Evert. Yes.
Yeah.
And I buy this one. These are the sanding sponges, and these are little figures. This camera is a little bit crap.
Yeah,
we can't make out what they are, mate.
Yeah.
They're boxes.
They're what scale are those?
I think 124.
Wow, pretty good size.
Yes.
It is her chest.
Yeah. That is what I buy and what I built. I almost finished, not 100% finished. This Mazda RX-7.
Wow.
The backside.
I wouldn't have known that as an R. Oh yeah, now I recognize it as a Mazda. Okay, yeah. First I thought it was a Corvette.
And then the grill, that is the intercooler. I buy that from resin. And I clear coat last week, I think. I clear coat the body from the what is it? Nissan Skyline.
Very good.
You cannot see with the light is better. You can see who glossy
I
that
found some-
is.
Very nice.
No, that's worse. It's worse. That's too much glare.
Way too much.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
That's it.
that looks good. Yeah. Yeah, you might need some work on the autofocus on that camera.
Yeah, I have a second camera. Then I have this camera. This one is better. This camera is 4K.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, that's nice. That's very, very nice.
Yes. And the backside.
Better an outlaw. Anyway, just saying.
Well,
With
I'm
the
sure.
light.
I'm sure. Got to get Outlaw over there on mainland Europe.
Yeah, this is outlaw paints. Only the clear coat is a spray can. And I finished. I think I show it. No, I show it not yet. I show it only on Discord. The motorcycle, the Hayabusa.
Yeah.
A Busa. Busa. Very nice, mate. Very, very nice.
Yeah, that's what I built the last couple weeks, months.
Excellent.
I'm a slow builder.
I don't know. You're not.
I
No,
know.
no, mate. No. Don't ever say that, buddy.
Yes, I'm a slow builder,
Yeah,
and I build one model kit. Sometimes I make a diorama with one model kit. I am 3 months, sometimes 4 months busy with it, and I do it every single day.
So that's the key, is that you work on it every day. That's something that not everyone does. So you're going to get something faster than you think when you work every day.
Yeah.
Only 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, 3 to 4 months. It's usually, for me, a diorama, 3 to 4 years, maybe. I'm so damn slow with doing the diorama. I can build all the kits, the models that go into it, but then doing the base work and everything, never gets there.
So just to let you know before we move on to young Heisenberg there, in 2 minutes' time, the code HAZAR25 will be up on the Outlaw Paints web page for Australia. You can you add that, and you get 25% off your entire order. So HAZAR25, and you'll get, there we go. Look out, Chunk's already on it. What a shithead.
I thought Paulie would have been there. Well, he's probably already been.
No, he's good.
I've got 280 to go through.
So, and is James already on it too?
No. I've just been cleaning my airbrush.
So there you go.
I'm impressed. I'll mention you in dispatches to the press that you're about your promotion of the club.
Yes. I have to earn my stripes, didn't I?
Well, that's your job.
That's it. Well, no, that's your job. I'm the picker upper of everything else. Remember?
No, I've got to pass it on now. I used to be the chief bottle washer, the entertainment director, the sports coordinator, the archivist. I used to be chiropodist, bloody everything. Now I can pass it off to you.
I didn't think you can.
Well, it's difficult to live so far away, but I'll do it quite properly.
We digress. So yeah, just for 2 hours, guys. So just let us know. Look at Chunk going hard there.
Hmm.
We're going to go to the young Heisenberg. I'm going downstairs, and I'll be back up with a copy.
Yeah, put the American on and walk away. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, first of all, hello everybody in Wombat. Good to see you again.
Thanks, man.
And what have I been doing? Well, primarily I've been focusing on one particular subject because it was going so well for me. There it is. And painted it today. Let me get that out for you. I've been working on the exterior work on this. Let's see if I can get it up so you can actually see it.
Huh.
And hand painted the camouflage on there, the brown, I should say. And then I started roughing up the underside. I got some dirt and some mixture of AK weathering fluids down there. It turned out to be one solid color, so it's kind of, let me see if I can put that glare down. It turned out to be one solid color, so I got to fix that. And the inside of the pickup bed, I put a little chipping fluid on there after painting some wood grain pattern color paint on the planks, because the Vickers machine gun is going to go back there. And then I put the chipping fluid on, then I put the neutral gray, sprayed that on, and then tipped it off with some water. So I like the results. Looks really beat up and nasty. That's what I want. And this is what this thing's going to be. I mean, this is just the very beginning of it. But this is really coming along nice. I like this a lot. It's an ICM kit, my first ICM kit. And it's been a great thing to build. And it's my first World War I subject as well. Figures, I got see the camera and everything's you're not gonna be able to really see them all that well. Let me show you the officers. There you go. That's General Melchett. They give you 4 figures in the kit, and British khaki is British khaki, so that's what the uniforms are. Got the tin hat on the on this one here. And then we got got this man here, the coach. He's drawing up the play in the dirt with his stick. Operation Certain Death, he's probably calling it. But that's what I've been focusing my time on. I've also been doing the Tiger 1, the Dragon kit. Oh, Dom, you said you've been working on one for 3 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one here. This thing's going on, let's see, 8 months now. Finally getting around to putting it together. But I've sidelined it because of the ICM kit, the one I just showed you, which is a Model T. This is a Model T. What do they call this thing? It was adopted by the Royal Naval Air Service, and it's a British. It's called an armored car, and they put a Vickers machine gun in the back, and they built a big armored cab around the driver position. Frankly, I'd want to be the driver. I don't think I'd want to be sitting back here with small arms and everything blowing off around myself.
And the chipping, you chip it with chipping fluid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what you do, did you first, before the chipping fluid, you did it first with clear coat on it?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But sometimes people forgot the clear coat, and then you have the plastic color coming up.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, the wood grain color I use is a Vallejo paint, so that's water-based, so I knew I needed to protect that from the water that I was going to use to lift up the neutral gray, which is the Tamiya acrylic paint. Yeah. So anyway, long story boring. Yes, I remember to put it's a lacquer-based clear coat I used, so it was strong enough to protect the paint underneath it. Because even with the water, and giving it pure curing time, I've had paint completely come up off plastic, even though it's lacquer based. So anyway, I did follow that because I've done chipping before. I like it. You just have to be very careful about how you apply it, because if you put it on the wrong way, it'll just tear up huge chunks of paint and it'll look awful. I want it to where it comes up in little bits and pieces. But okay, the tank, the Tiger one, where I'm at now is I got to start adding all the dirt and the mud on the bottom in the running gear before I put the road wheels on. I'm working on, let's see, this. I bought these at a modeling event.
Oh wow, that's good stuff.
Yeah. This was a set of 4 figures for $20. I didn't get everything in there, but buyer beware. But I got enough to put together 4 figures, and they're really detailed. I mean, they're resin. I don't like really working with resin a whole lot because I just don't like that dust and breathing it. But yeah, I got 2 figures assembled, and I got a few more to go. But yeah, I also realized with the tracks, through model track lengths, I think I'm going to need to add about 20 more than I thought would be required to make a full loop on the Tiger. I been keeping track of a guy making a Dragon Tiger kit on YouTube, and I've been in contact with him, and he said he's got like 94 links per side on his, and his is similar to mine, and it's the same running gear. Dragon just uses the same hull on a lot of their kits. So anyway, I'm doing that, and well, I got a couple other small projects going, but those are the 2 primary ones I've been focusing my time on, especially the little gun truck. This is very nice. I'm really impressed. I like the kit. It's a nice model. ICM makes great models. It's my first ICM kit, my first World War I subject ever of anything. So,
well, you wouldn't know it was a Model T.
I'm sorry?
You wouldn't know it was a Model T.
Yeah, I know, no kidding. You know, when I first saw the box, because I was looking, I joined a group build on Discord called Micro Machines, it's a modeling group, and they've got a World War I group build going on there, and so I was at a swap meet, and I saw that model, and I got it for $25 American, which is a great price, and I thought it'd be a perfect subject to make a World War I kit of. I know I didn't want to build an airplane. I mean, I've never built a biplane ever, so it would, you know, I don't know how long it would take me to make one of those. I'm so damn slow at modeling. But this thing's gone together very easily and quickly, and it's fun to do. I don't build many wheeled vehicles.
Yeah.
You know, I build cars and trucks and stuff. I build mostly AFVs, you know.
Yeah, I've got 3 wing. I've got 3 wing nut wings kits in there. I don't know. I'd like to make them, but no. Wait till my skill level gets a bit. Maybe even about 20 years, maybe.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. I've got a mint condition wing nut wings Fokker D7, and I don't plan on starting or touching that until I've got some time building. I'll find some cheap. There's some old Rebel 1/28, 1/32 scale World War I models out there. I'll grab one of those and build it, and just get used to making a plane. I've never built one. Never.
Someone does a pocket triplane. I can't remember who it is, and I don't think a pocket triplane hasn't got any.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Any wiring or anything.
Yeah, write this down because I don't have his link handy to put in the chat, but is Eastern European. He sounds like in his accent. Flying Circus Models, and builds World War I. He builds mostly biplanes and particularly World War I planes, and he is what he does with biplanes is what Martin Kovac, aka Night Shift, does with armor.
Oh, Night Shift, yeah, Night Shift, good.
Yeah.
I watched all his tank videos.
Yeah. He's both of these guys are just sickly talented, so good, and so young. I mean, I've never seen the Flying Circus model, but he sounds just as young like him and Plasmo and Night Shift. all these young Eastern European guys who've got just unbelievable talent and making great models. So that's me. By the way, good to see everybody. Bilge, Paul, Jeffro, Huzzah, James.
Huzzah!
That Spitfire's coming along great. So
And
nice.
we're about to see it. Have a look at this man go. Look at him go.
Nice.
James.
Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry, I was on mute, so you didn't have to hear the air compressor.
Yeah.
That's okay. Bit of pre-shading.
No, just getting some primer down over the areas that I've sanded back. I was doing some seam work today to try and fix up some of my mistakes, but I'm sure they're my mistakes and not hit mistakes. But that's all right. It's getting there. I managed to, I think last time I showed this, I was trying to secure, hang on, I'll change camera. I was trying to secure this engine cowl, the starboard side engine cowl, so that way I'll only have the port side and the top off for when it's on display. I managed to get that secured. There was quite a few swear words with that one, so that's all right. So a few more seams to go as I'm finding. Yeah, but you know, I haven't had enough of it. I do whatever mistakes I learn with this. Whatever mistakes I make with this will only prepare me for the Mark 8 that I've got to build later on some stage.
And are you doing rivets in that, or is it just a riveter sitting on your bench?
I was trying to re-rivet some of the holes that I've filled in. Whilst I was using plastic putty.
Okay.
So, I don't know if I have the correct rivet disc to redo all of them, because there's at least 3 or 4 different, I'll say,
Spacing?
yes, that's the word, rivet spacings on here. And I don't know if the 4 little discs I've got on my tool will all match. So I'll do what I can with what I've got. Yeah.
Just to do that, you just measure get your little ruler out and measure the distance between them on the kit, and then you measure the distance on your wheel.
Well, if you got a pair of digital vernier calipers, you'll get it precise.
So one of the things I can't wait till I at least get the top camo colors on. So I think that's when it's actually going to start showing the progression on it. It seems to take a while in this shape, looking a bit dodgy and patchy, but yeah, I'm looking forward to when it's starting to get actual real colors on it.
Yeah, it's looking good, mate. And what else has been happening?
Yesterday, I had my daughter's, well,
You want to go to your base?
End of year dance performance at Kawana. So that was good. That was 3.5 hours of watching, but she's improved a lot over the last 3 years she's been doing it, so that's great. Tim hasn't been doing any BMX because it's kind of the end of the season. There's nothing really going on, so which is good as long as he doesn't hurt himself between now and before we go away soon. Yeah, that's. Oh, I fixed the front diff of my car, so which was good. I didn't need to take it anywhere. I just had to jack it up, realign the CV shaft, gently tap it back, jack up the CV shaft so it's horizontal. I was able to tap it back into the diff, refill the diff full of fluid, didn't leak, which was a plus. Took it for a test drive, still didn't leak, so that was a win for me. And that's been the week. So.
And when do you actually leave for the US of A?
The 14th of December.
Okay.
So 3 weeks.
Very good.
Yeah. Oh, I've got my tickets booked to go visit the USS Intrepid Museum. That's what's being done. Books that I'll be doing. So yeah. We don't have much actual downtime because we'll be on schedules, but
Are you going anywhere near Daytona?
no.
Have you got time to go to Daytona?
No. I don't have time to get out
leave
of
them and go to Daytona. Like,
I don't have time to get out of LA, North Hollywood, or New York.
oh,
Didn't you say you were going to San Francisco?
We're flying to San Francisco, then jumping on another plane to LA.
Oh, that's a shame. My next question is, have you got time to go to Alcatraz?
So
Obviously not.
No, there's lots of things I'd like to go see, but I don't think it's going to be achievable on this dance trip, on this dance tour. Maybe another time.
but you're not dancing, so you're not
No,
required.
I'm not.
I hope you're
Has
not.
to be there.
I'm doing the good dad thing.
Yeah.
And Mum's done the good mum thing and worked her butt off to pay for it all. So
Very good.
yes.
Very, very good. Rightio. Well, that's a wrap up of that one, and let's go to.
Oh, there's 9 of us.
Yeah,
Jeez, we multiplied pretty quick.
there he is.
Wow.
Australia's answer to Jenny Craig. Thank you, Bandit.
I think
Jenny
he just
Craig, I
got
haven't
told.
heard of that for a while.
What's happening, big fella? What are you up to?
I have to say something. Not a lot. Modelling wise, I'm playing with my little F16 here, my little IDF F16 here, sort of coming along. I did a stupid thing. I was asking James the other week, how come he put the undercarriage on his Spitfire so early, and so what did I do? I went and put the undercarriage on my F16, which I'm not even vaguely even close to finishing yet. So I don't know why I did that. I just did. So I don't know. I had to go and had a quick trip to Newcastle, down and back yesterday to see a terminally ill aunt. Fair chance I wanted to go down there again in the next week or so. Other than that, I don't know. Went for a picnic with the missus today. That was nice. Done a little bit of modelling through the week, playing with my F16 here, and not a real lot else. In one way, I'm actually immensely looking forward to joining the Brotherhood of Airbrushes, because I've got that many kits that I've put off thinking about making, because I thought, okay, well, I'll make that one when I've got an airbrush. So I don't know which one I'm going to start now. I've got a Black Widow, I've got a Catalina, I've got a Messerschmitt 110 I've had sitting in there on the shelf for that long because I haven't had an airbrush to paint it yet. Lots of stuff. So sky's the limit now, I guess.
Now you need to go on to eBay and buy some plastic spoons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buy a big
Can't I buy those by the thousand from Spedic Bargains or somewhere?
No,
Very
you
hard
can't
to
get
get them.
them.
Very hard to get plastic spoons or straws or anything anymore. So.
I've got lots of things around that I can spray to make it. I could pretend that they're a spoon.
Yeah, Scotty just said airbrush, you won't go back.
Yeah. Practice, Jeffro.
The thing that maybe put me off for so long is I was always frightened of having to clean it.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's instructional videos out there, and that is really good thing you brought that up, because that is a very important part of it. But it's also pretty simple. You don't have to tear the thing completely apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of instructional videos out there on YouTube. YouTube's your friend when it comes to things like that, because you can find the basics of how to take care of it once you're done putting paint through it. And
Yeah.
keeping it
And
clean.
I'm assuming that I'm guessing the quality of the paint. Pardon me. I'm guessing the quality of the paint, whatever it may be, would make a difference to whether they dry quickly or clog or whatever I might encounter. So,
Well,
I
not
guess
only
it'll
that.
just be it'll be a learning curve.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, that's what it is. I mean, I've got what, 3 airbrushes that I use on a rotating basis, and each one has a purpose, and I'm still learning. And it just doesn't end, you know, and that's okay. It's not it's not meant to be a discouragement. There's always be learned. I mean, I just learned some this past week about maintenance on these things, and it's helped a lot in all 3 of them. So yeah.
No, I'm a big fan of YouTube. I probably look at more YouTube than I look at TV these days. So yeah, I know.
Well,
I know there's a lot of good stuff out there. So.
Yeah, I used it in my cable box
And
over a year ago. So
you have 4 bottles of thinners to use, so to clean it out every time. So, you didn't order them, but that's.
Well, there's 2 things for the thinner you might want to think about, Jeff Rose. You could get some standard hardware store lacquer thinner. Use that to just blow through the airbrush once you're done cleaning it out, and you can use that to clean brushes when you're painting, but with a paintbrush. But the quality thinner is what you want to use. You know, like the Outlaw thinner. You want to use that with the paint if you need to thin it. Don't use your hardware store thinner to thin your paint out. It's too hot. It adversely affects model paint, whether it's enamel or lacquer. Hardware store thinners are chemically pretty hot stuff.
Yeah. Up until now, I think I use that just to clean brushes with. But if I need to clean up where I've applied some panel wash or something, that usually, what do I use now? Could be MIG or AK or something like that. I think some sort of white spirit. I've been using that pretty good. But
This
up
is
to now,
what I
that's just
use.
all.
This is what I use. I got this at we call it Hobby Lobby here in America. It's just a franchise nationwide, one stop hobby place that does and crafts and everything. And this is it's basically meant to be worked with oils. It's a low odor or odorless enamel thinner, and it's very, very not weak, but it's not nearly as hot as hardware store thinner, and it's much better for using it with weathering oils and stuff like that. So there you go. That's what you'd be thinning your paint and with stuff like that. Yeah.
And cleaning your airbrush. So that's been designed so that your O-rings and everything in your airbrush, even in the paint, is designed not to destroy your O-rings as quick as the other stuff. It doesn't condition them, but it doesn't eat them as hard.
Well, the first time I use it, it'll be a big moment.
Hey, you should record it or go live.
That might be a tragedy too.
Well, swearing is encouraged on this channel, so that's okay.
You need to get yourself a hose, Jeffro.
Jason can airbrush, you can, Jeffro.
What's that?
If Jason can airbrush, you definitely can.
Yeah, well, yeah. I've seen some things that he's good at. I've seen some things that he's speckled at. You know, we've all got our little talents, I suppose. I'm sure Jason's got a few.
Well, with outlaw paint, it's pretty easy. You pour it in and you paint it. That's my experience with it. I haven't even had to
Even I
think.
can do it.
What you always can do, that is what I learned from someone in America. That man say, do water in the cup and who you say that? Learn your airbrush, who to use it. Dus every time you push the button and then you push them to the backwards, then you see your pressure is you see the water spraying, and then you can learn how you say that you learn what your airbrush doing. You have a lot of pressure, you have a lot of water coming out, and you're training yourself to learning do this, and then you can learning on the paper with paint, and then you can learn yourself who do the lines, and then thick lines, thin lines, and round, and then you're learning yourself painting the camouflage. A lot of people taping everything. I tape nothing. I have here airplanes. I have never used tape on airplane wings. I do everything with my airbrush. Really slow pressure, really low pressure, and then really slow the lines, and then you really thin layers. Sometimes I using for one color, I using 5 or 6 layers, really thin.
I think that's probably what I'd be probably most likely to do to start with, as applied to particularly to start, rather than just do, you know.
Jeffro, do you have a model you could call a mule, like a test mule, a practice thing?
I've got a few.
Good. Use those.
I've got a few.
To practice everything with. Use those to practice everything with, and you'll get the hang of it. I mean, as long as you got to look. If I can use this shaky left hand and spray nice stuff, it's possible. So.
Yeah.
And he rode a blazing saddle. And that's the one I shoot with.
Oh, right. Yeah, but I shoot with this one. Yes. Good one, Jason. Good one. I like that.
It was so this 25% off, eh? I've got the pony and it's going crazy.
I'm at 25. I'm at 25.
Oh, Jesus, Chunk. You're killing me. Don't go on PayPal. Chunk, go on the other one, mate. Don't use PayPal.
Yeah, I'm just still going. I haven't finished yet.
Oh, Jesus, help me. But
so, Buff, how you going with my 2 orders?
Yeah, mate. I'm trying to get everything sorted.
All good. Just checking.
As you know, it's been quite a busy time in the Bailey household. And guess what? Mrs. Outlaw just sent photos, and I will show them. So, as I instructed everybody that Shannon liquid sort of diet, blended diet, and we thought it'd been, you know, we locked the fridge, we locked the cupboards, and we've got a double door fridge freezer with the double doors at the top and the big freezer down the bottom. Now, we haven't locked the freezer because, you know, it's a freezer.
Right.
You know, frozen products.
Yes, indeed.
This was found under his bed today, this afternoon, just before, because we couldn't work out why there was a bit of grease on the front of the, like in front of the fridge and freezer, like. And then Mrs. Outlaw went to get some ice out of it, and it was a bit, it wasn't solid. Now, you know, McCain's frozen chips.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
and a whole loaf of frozen garlic bread.
Oh,
So
damn.
we're just like going right now. I wonder if he's torn his esophagus even more.
I was just about to say, she'll be monitoring him, won't she?
Oh, we just wanted to. Oh my God! So we'll keep you
Come on, you got to
informed.
give the boy points for effort.
You're going to give him something, and it won't be points.
Hell yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, now I did say that I'd got some progress. Hang on, which one is it? I think it's this one. Yeah. So on that, hang on, audio. Yeah. So as you can see, that's the parts there for the engine. I've got a few together, but they've all come off the sprue. So they're ready to just about go. I've got to do a bit of sanding, piling.
Can't do anything.
As I said, I'm not. Hey, Duke, I'm not going to
Hello, Duke.
go
How are you, mate?
to all the trouble of putting in battery leads. None of that. It's just going to be out of the box, this one. So I'd like to be able to share it with you guys, show you what I do straight out of the box. My only variant on it is that it will have a performance motor. So it'll be basically a sleeper. The paint job I have picked out in my head and drawn out. I'm not sharing that with you guys either until I might do some shots on it, but you won't see the finished product of the body and the tray until it's all been completed with the 2K on top. So yeah, but I will get it done, and I'm, as you can see, slowly working on it. But with everything going on, hang on. There we go.
Making things worse.
Oh, I could be dead. Praising my soul, I took both lighters from downstairs. See, look at this. Hang on, I'll just show you. Hang on, we'll just go back here. We'll go to. Yes, I have two.
Oops.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Yeah, no, Mrs. Outlaw's right there. Mrs. Outlaw's like this. I'd like to call this meeting of. How bad to go? Can't catch like the Aussies. Went straight to you. So,
How's the Christmas decorating going?
well, remember it was going good and then it got put on hold.
Yeah.
And it's still on hold.
It's still on hold because somebody wants to eat frozen garlic bread and.
Right.
I'll tell you what, that's a guy, whoever perpetrator of that garlic bread's got some strong teeth.
That's Shannon. He's got bugger all teeth. He's got more than me, which is anybody that's got one, like my 1-year-old granddaughter has got more teeth than me. So, yeah. But yeah, like he eats frozen. Before we got to get a good lock, the big freezer, he was eating frozen donuts.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Which one is he?
And frozen bread.
Damn.
Show him a serving suggestion.
No. We now have to get the cameras monitored downstairs because it's just too risky. Like
Too dangerous.
And that's because his esophagus is that fragile, it'll just tear him open and he'll bleed to death and you don't know about it.
Yeah. Well, they call that stuff. My doctor's been warning me about that. It's not the exact same issue, but esophageal cancer and esophageal issues are called the silent killer. Because
My dad passed away from esophageal cancer.
your esophagus is burned out from all the stomach acid coming up.
Yeah.
This way.
All in the case of my dad, all the smoking.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are you
Smoking
saying, Jeff?
acidic foods will do it too.
Sorry, mate.
I
Acidic.
just like to say thank you to you personally, because not once did you say, "Oh, why are you smoking down there?" You didn't whinge or bitch or say, "Oh, filthy cigarettes" or anything like that.
Who we talking?
Me,
No.
I'm talking to Jeff. It was great because you guys understand it's either this or morphine patches, and I ain't going on morphine patches again. So
Like, you ever see the Simpsons episode where Krusty tried to quit smoking?
yeah,
His whole body covered with them. He looked like he glued a bunch of Mentos to his body.
yeah. Well, mine's morphine patches, 200 milligrams, and I can't operate as a human being on them. So
Well, I'll tell you, my dad, may he rest in peace, started smoking at the age of 15. And to the day he died at age 68, he, even after being diagnosed with congestive heart failure and having no lung capacity to smoke even one cigarette, he would stay away from them for a while, and then he would go back to them. So I don't know what cigarettes are made like in Australia, but here in America, they're made for you to keep going back to it.
Yeah. All my parents back in the 70s and the 80s. You know, my dad used to take me to the pub, and everybody smoked in there. It was like a cloud.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think of the
Well,
culture,
all my mum, my stepfather, my dad, they all smoked like chimneys, but I've never had an issue. Never.
Yeah, if you watch older films from like the 40s and the 50s, people are smoking in hospitals, restaurants.
Yeah.
They smoke
Yeah.
everywhere. You know, it was part of the culture. That's just how it is. You
Yeah.
know, and my dad grew up in that. I mean, my dad was born in 1936, so in the 1950s, he was a teenager. You know,
Yeah,
the
your dad
first
was
50s, he was a
born a year after my dad.
I'm sorry?
My dad was born 1935.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Pops was part of the cigarette culture. Yeah. He was also a carpenter. He worked hard, and he drank hard, and he smoked hard. So
My old boy smoked a pipe.
oh, my dad did when I was a kid. He would have one around the house, and I remember I got into it one time, and I lit it up and took a toke of his pipe tobacco. I think I got violently ill. Well, Dad goes back to he used to smoke the filterless Camels,
Yeah.
and the filterless. Oh hell, I can't remember what else he smoked. Then he switched to Marlboros, which had a filter on them. But yeah, he grew up in the filterless cigarette era. Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember when we used to go out, we used to buy a pack of the soft packet filterless Camel.
Yep.
Back when I was about, oh geez, that's probably 30 years ago. But there's a picture of me when I was born in the little town I grew up in. They had a little hospital, and they still had hospitals then. And there's a picture of me, probably 2 hours after I'm born, or the next day. My mother's in the bed holding me. My dad's beside me, and the doctor's on the other side of me, and they've all got a cigarette going.
Well, you were exposed to secondhand smoke as a youth.
If the baby's teething, you pass them the cigarette lighter. Teeth on.
1973, she was a different world. But it was
Oh,
a
yeah,
different world.
definitely. Oh, yeah.
I remember back in the Navy days, and Jane's a bit way younger than me, and Bilge is about the same, but 50 cents a packet.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember buying, when I was at school, buying a packet of Peter Jackson 15s for $1.15. And I always said, when they brought the Long Beach 40s out, I smoked them. And I said to myself, when these get to $5.50, I'm giving them up. The last packet I bought in 2019 was $27. So,
Jesus.
For a packet
When I was like 5 or 6, my mum used to send me to the supermarket to get her a pack of PJ20s.
Yeah, Bilge, I used to get sent to the local milk bar to buy 6 for mum and dad.
Yeah.
Craven A. Builders, my grandfather.
Yeah, by count. By count.
But
I can remember as a kid running into the little mum would pull up, and I'd run in and buy 2 packets of Artist Blue for the old man and a pack of Artist 3 menthol for my mum. Nearly every day after school.
Yeah.
So this is going to make you guys laugh. And I've got to try and get my portfolio out one day, boys, and find it wherever it is.
Are you working on a model?
I never ever smoked until I was just about between 21 and 22. Now, this is the part that'll make you laugh. I started
Bandits breaking up already.
when I became a male model.
What? What?
So
Wait a minute.
we were in Western Australia.
Did they
Hang
photograph
on,
you
I'm
without your
just
head
going
in
to
the
stand
photo?
back up. I fell over.
He was to be for photo.
I just fell off
This
my
is
chair.
before
Just let me stand back
Photoshop.
up.
When I anyway, so what happened? This
Thanks, Buff.
the
I
cat
needed a
we were in
lot.
a casino at Perth, and on the catwalk, it was the old not James Dean. What's the hat under the street light?
Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart. And so the whole auditorium was black, and right at the end of the catwalk was this single street light which had the light, just the beams because of the coming out of the cone. And so I walked out in this suit and this Bogart style hat,
Oh,
and
cigar.
I had to have it down, and I lit a Benson and Hedges special filter, and the aim was I drew back and then to blow it out through the light and to get that effect, and that is how I started smoking. Up until then,
Well,
I'd never
bumper.
touched it in my life.
I had my first one when I was 13.
And the reason I got out of modelling wasn't because I turned ugly super quick. It was because I couldn't stand the fact that models, male and female, thought they were superior to everybody else. I was like, I said, let's go to the pub one night. And they said, we don't go to places like that. I'm like, fuck you. Who do you think you are? Now, they were just, it was above them to go to a pub or a bar, as you'd call it.
Right.
So-
Jason, did you do any photo shoots like models?
Yeah, I did for Grace Brothers. I did for Maya, Grace Brothers, Woolworths, Kmart.
So did they have a body double for your face?
No, mate. They just,
Oh, yeah.
don't hold back, Jimmy. No, truly.
I think you need to go to the burns unit there, Jace.
No, mate. See,
It's been in an accident. Get him to the emergency room, quick.
See, it's okay. I can deal with that because I know that at his age, I'll still have fucking hair.
Yeah. Well, sure you do. Yeah, and you look wonderful with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other part is, at Jim's age, he still has his teeth.
If you haven't mentioned I would.
Yeah, there they are. There they are.
Yeah.
They work too.
Yeah. Bite my ass.
He's got teeth to do it.
Bloody hell. Wombat's just sitting there quietly chuckling to himself.
Well, that's the Wombat is the bass and drums of the group. He's just there in the background, steady, keeping it going. And you are Roger Daltrey and Keith Moon and Peter Townsend swinging the arm all around. And there's Wombat just keeping the beat. Doesn't get the credit, but he keeps it going.
I reckon Wombat's a closet Keith Moon.
Well, Wombat, do you tear up hotel rooms and drink and use drugs excessively?
Not anymore, no.
Yeah.
Not since the last arrest.
I don't know. You know, speaking of Keith Moon, if you look at the last album he made with The Who, and you look at his face, and that was 1978, he was 31 years old. And that photo, he looks like Dudley Moore in retirement. It goes to show what that shit can do to you.
Couple of questions here. Well, we said hello to Duke. Hey, Duke, whereabouts in this wide world are you? I can't remember. Norman,
Duke's a great guy. Duke is a great bloke.
Norman, good to see you, buddy. Wayne, Scotty wants to know what kit is the Phantom.
That's the 48th scale Tamiya F4B.
Right. Okay. Very good. Have you got a picture on the box?
Oh yeah,
Hang on.
that's a great. Hasegawa has always had great box. Tamiya, pardon me, great box art. Hasegawa did a good box.
Academy 132.
Hang on.
Yeah. That's. Are you going to do those markings
Wow.
yet?
No, I'm actually going to do it.
Oh, the Sundowners. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
It's, yes. Sundowners is probably my favourite US Navy squadron ever, so I've got a few projects to do for Sundowners.
So speaking of the U.S. Navy, in the upcoming Army-Navy football game, which is an annual occurrence in the first Saturday in December, they're going to be the Navy's uniforms are going to be styled and colored in the same pattern as the Jolly Rogers squadron. I think it's
Yeah, I
VF-84.
saw that today. That looks epic.
Yeah. I saw some photos of that. Now I'm not one for I'm not one for a whole lot of these new style sports outfits, but that one got my attention big time because Jolly Rogers is my favorite squadron simply because of the logo.
Well, Norman and Duke, just to let you know, there is an hour and 14 minutes left on a 25% sale on Outlaw Paints here in Australia. So if you guys are around this area, it's only going till 7:30 tonight. I only put it on this channel and I put it on the Outlaw Paints Facebook page, and the code is Azar25. So,
do you guys have as much problems with your mail service as they do in the UK with Royal Mail?
I have no idea, but I know I sent. Hang on. What?
Just asking. That's all.
Take
Yeah,
it back
that
a
is
bit
an
on that. Very unfocused.
Sorry, yeah. That's an epic uniform.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's the those are the uniforms. Those they're very, very nice looking. Like I said, I'm not normally one for these new style uniforms. I'm very much a traditionalist, but those are very, very cool, very exceptional. Bravo, I say.
So Chunk looks like he must be just adding paint's hand over fist because
He's had to go off screen to do it.
Hey.
Jason, I wanted to ask you how's
hand on one phone and hand on something else.
How's Dad? Dad's okay. He had a bit of an issue the other week. He was driving back from Brisbane.
He wasn't cycling?
No, he's still doing that, the idiot. But he's in his Mahindra and
there's the problem.
Completely blew up. Anyway, so he approached Mahindra. He said, "Oh, 20 grand for a new motor." And then he said,
How many rupees is that?
Yeah, and then so he managed to locate a Rico one for 6 grand, but his dad's got all this stuff on the back of it. It's loaded up like a camel in the Sahara, and he got every mod con, and he decided he'll just buy a brand new Mahindra and transfer everything over because the cost to replace everything he's put on it and a motor, you get a brand new. He's got a brand new truck with warranty and all the stuff. And, and he could sell the other Mahindra without a motor. And they offered him 6 grand without a motor. So,
fair enough.
He's still going to be down a few thousand, but he's going to have a brand new truck. So, he swears by him. I said it's great that gay men can drive 4-wheel drives as well.
How old was it?
What's that?
How old was his Mahindra?
10 years old or something.
Didn't know they last that long.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
He thinks the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm like, yeah, they're just crap. Like, I mean, there's paper that has more structure to it. Like
If he bought a Mitsubishi, he would have got his engine bloody under warranty with the 10-year warranty.
yeah, but if he bought a Mitsubishi, he's spending an extra 50 grand.
Probably still missing bits.
Hey, piss up. Nothing wrong with Pajeros. Best bloody vehicle out. So,
Bits.
what else is doing? So this week it's all about getting these last few orders out, and hopefully, all things being true and correct, next Tuesday, Mark and Mandy will take over. Everything being sorted out, they'll come and pick everything up, and it'll be off to Townsville. So,
Huzzah!
Yeah. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yes.
You mean you might actually have time to build something?
You should mark that, Jason. You should mark that with like next weekend, if that does take effect. You should have like a live show commemorating that, like like a farewell to Outlaw Paints or something like that, or welcome Jason to the rest of your life or something.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, it'll be different. I can tell you that right now.
Oh yeah, sure, doggone right it will be.
More
Not
time for the
doing-
family, more time for building.
So, I mean, I could possibly do one last sale next Sunday. But yeah, I'll think about it. I'm not sure.
Well, if I lived there, I'd be ordering paint right now. So
I know, mate. I know. But we've got to sort out a couple of things, and then I'll be at night time. See, that's mainly my only real opportunity in this time of the weather. But normally I'm up there, and James has seen it when a whole day up there, and it goes for hours upon hours upon hours. It doesn't just.
well, just think of the fumes you won't be breathing.
Oh, don't worry about that. People can't tell if I'm high or I'm just stupid, so that's just normal.
Well, it's interesting. This past week on Phil Flory's chat, he talked about the fact that now the talcum powder issue has reached the UK, and they're not going to make talcum powder with actual talc in it anymore because traces of asbestos are mined with the talc itself, and it's unavoidable. So it's going to be a substitute cornstarch like it's been here in America for the last few years.
Yeah.
So what he uses when he makes his super glue and talc mix for his filling gaps is actual chalk, real chalk. He bought some. Anyway, long story boring. He says, they're going to take you to court to make sure you can't use asbestos in your talc powder. But look at us modelers. We stand over our bottles of Tamiya Extra Thin and breathe the fumes in. We got these freaking thinners and paints we spray in our room. And even though we wear a respirator, you can only get so many parts per billion out of your room. So we've been doing it. He says, this hobby, people may not think, but it is a very hazardous operation.
There's actually another substitute you can use for your filler too, Jim.
What's that?
Baking soda.
Really? I thought that stuff has a finite age to it, like it'll yellow or break down compositionally after a while.
No, I watched CJ Holmes do literally, he got a 350 scale model of the Titanic.
Yeah.
He cut it to pieces, he melted it, he bent it, he did all sorts of things to it to make it look like the wreck. And wherever he needed to do filling, he put super glue in, and then he'd sprinkle over baking soda, smooth it off, let it cure, sand it back, done.
Wow. Okay. I'll give that a try. I've got baking soda around the house. Does anybody ever use it for baking? It seems like it's used for everything but.
Put it in your fridge to soak out
Right.
odors.
Yeah. Same with the freezer. Keeps the food from having that freezer burn taste to it. But now the question I have is when you make that mixture, because I've only done it a couple times, and I buggered it up because the stuff just stayed like this gooey paste. It didn't actually dry. There's obviously a mixing ratio, correct?
Like for doing the filling.
Yeah, for the talcum or whatever your medium is you're using. It could be anything. But the mixture of powder and glue.
All I did was I just put the glue in and then sprinkled the baking soda in, let it cure, and if I needed to do more, I kept repeating the process until I built it up.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well, like I was telling Jeffro with trying out on airbrushes, I'll have to just keep on experimenting with that.
Yeah, do it.
Or do some baking, one or the other.
Yeah, cook something.
Yeah, no. Not with super glue in it. No, thank you. But I try to avoid doing any gap filling as much as I can anyway because I'm just so fucking bad at it. It just sucks. I've never liked that part of model building, especially airplanes. So I take the sheet plastic method with filling gaps on aircraft as much as I can.
That's interesting, Norman. I'll try that.
Right, Jeffro, what'd you say?
No,
I said that's interesting, Norman. I'll try that. I'm just replying to a comment.
Oh, okay.
He lays glue on the
line. Okay, I see. And sprinkle the soda over the. Oh, okay, I get it.
Like Bill said.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, so, well, like I said, I've got some scrap models laying around I use for testing all kinds of stuff. I'll try that on one of them.
Yeah.
Well, don't everybody talk at once.
Well, are you cleaning your glasses or something, Jimmy?
Me? No, I model because I can't use my glasses. These are for long distance vision. Close stuff.
Maybe Tim, it's just that the last time Jason said anything, he told us he was a model, and we can't think of anything as ridiculous as that. So
Still recovering.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what. You were doing a Humphrey Bogart takeoff on with the smoke getting blown into the light. Now you take a look at Bogey, and there is a guy who was, I don't know what it was. You think Mick Jagger is ugly. Bogey had a rough face. And
it worked for him, though.
I'm sorry. What's that?
It worked for him, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sure.
Hang on. Good follow-up comment from Norman.
Well said, Norman.
Just don't invite a recovering addict over to see your models either.
Start rubbing their lips on it.
Yeah.
So what I will be doing, guys, once this is all said and done, is making a concerted effort to really get this channel a lot more viewers, so we can get a lot more people on. I'll be doing on Aussie Scale Modeler. I'll be able to do some more videos on that, and get back to really just enjoying modeling again. Like, without the geez, I've got to do this and I've got to do that and I've got to,
Did you record all the gallery airbrush demonstrations yet, or you still have those to go?
I've still got the Neo to go. So.
Oh, just one more?
I've got one more go. So
I gotta go looking in your on your channel. Then I can't remember the last time you put one out there.
Oh, I haven't done it for a little while, mate. But I'll be able to have the time to.
Yeah, your golf score is gonna improve too.
It probably will. But I think I used to Aussie Scale Modeler, especially like all the graphics and everything I did, and
you can do
all the effort. I really used to enjoy creating all the intros, and I really put a lot of effort into it, and I enjoyed it. And go Lino, and yes, buddy. Cricket. Nathan Lyon just got a wicket.
Wait.
So,
Small.
Six
middle
foot.
stump. Tell your story, walking pal.
Who was it? Was it Collie or who was it?
No, it wasn't Rat. Rat.
I finished.
The Rat. It was Washington. How is Washington an Indian name?
That's interesting.
Like, I've never heard anybody from Optus or Telstra go, "Hello, this is Washington." No, never.
Sounds English to me.
Yeah, so, but I just cannot. It's hard to explain to you guys what it. For 4 years I've been at this, and then to be able to just do it, like.
Yep.
Yep.
I had 2 years. I had 2 years off in the last, since I kind of got back into it. I've started the Mustang, but I go into a hangout with Norm. We've got a hangout on Zoom, and I've been building that in there a couple of times this week and enjoying myself again. So yeah, I want to get into it a bit more as well. I've got all this. I've got to use it. Got all this crap here. Might as well use it.
Well, this must have spread, this discount thing, because there's currently 47 people on the site.
There you go. That's what it's all about.
Chunk didn't press send.
I haven't yet. No. Well, I didn't know what you said. You said don't use this, but I was trying to go through the checkout, wouldn't let me. I just PayPal, so that's the thing. You said don't PayPal, so I didn't do anything.
Go to Square card payment. Go to card payment.
I'm not that clever.
Have you got MasterCard, Visa?
I'm just a dumb builder.
No, so MasterCard or Visa?
Both.
Well,
level.
Just put that one in, mate. Serious, because it's easier.
It doesn't cost Jason that much then.
Oh, okay. No, because I can't. I don't know when I bought that last lot. I don't know what my password and all that was. So I've got to sign in and make a new account.
Well, you've got 1 hour.
Oh yeah, I could. I've got 22 bottles in the thing.
Well, you're up to 25.
No, I've dropped it back. There was a couple I doubled up.
Well, they won't be at this price for ever. That's what I'm saying. But I might even I reckon I'll have the tank completed before Christmas. I know you'll laugh about that. But
Which Christmas?
Good one, Paul. Good one.
Wow. There's nothing like being, with friends.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because who's gonna bust your balls first?
Mrs. Outlaw.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right, second. Yeah.
She owns them. So.
Hey, Jay, what's the other good news in the household?
Oh, Tay getting a license.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Congrats on that one.
Yeah, so the teenage daughter got a license.
Yeah,
First go. And then, I love my daughter to death. She's amazing. And it was very, she's rung up and on her way back and screaming and, I got my license. Said, righto, honey, out you go, off you go. I don't want to go alone.
Well, come on now, Daddy. You got to be there for moral support for the kid.
Oh, I'm happy to see you go. I mean, sorry, honey, you'd be hearing that. No, very proud of her. I mean, that's a great achievement. To get it first go.
Yeah.
Very hard to do, and she did it. So,
yeah.
Christmas is looking good. at the kids' place, so that's going to be great. No cleaning up, make a mess, and go away.
Yeah, that's the best
Get the
one.
grandkids all hypo, then leave.
Oh, hell yeah, absolutely.
Are you going to be
As my
Santa
job,
Claus?
I take it
for the family?
seriously.
Jason, are you going to be Father Christmas for the family this year?
Oh no, not this year. No, not every other year. That's me. But this
Okay.
year, yeah, no, this is my year. This is our year off where we don't have to cook a thing. Just do it. It's just rock up, make a mess, and leave. I'm going to leave cups in the sink, places where they don't need to be left. I'm going to use every freaking cup they got.
Leave the toilet seat up. Piss on the toilet seat.
I was thinking I might leave a skiddy in there.
Oh, yeah.
Go for the backwards kangaroo. That'll leave a good one.
Yeah,
Leave the roll empty.
and me lolly wrappers or anything I get to mung on, I just leave the plate and that. I don't know, maybe leave that in the toilet too. I don't know.
No. Tuck the lolly wrappers in the fold of the couch.
Yeah, I might go and eat in their bedroom. Leave stuff there.
Only half drink your drinks and then leave the rest of it.
I couldn't
around
do
you.
that to a coffee, mate. You know that's no.
And then you just get a new one every time.
But we're just, I'll be just going, hey, coffee, thank you, garçon, over here. Yep, thank you.
Garçon, listen to you.
Yeah,
Probably the only time we'll be speaking French.
Parlez-vous français? Croissant. Jeff Pro does a bit. Jeff Pro can do some French.
Oui.
Un, deux, trois.
Bitch.
Surrender? How do you say that in French?
He's eating surrender.
Jeff Pro, you got your mic off.
Yeah, well, Bandit's doing a lot of talking.
Unmute yourself, mate. We can't hear you because your microphone is off. No, turn your microphone icon in the corner.
I got it.
Very good. That's all. Look at Chunk go. What are you doing there, Dom?
What I doing?
Hang on, let's get that kick. Hang on, mate. Hang on. Whoa.
A lot more than Buff.
Wow.
I glue the front lights.
Very good.
And
Nice
I glue on the back side the license plate.
That's a bit crooked, mate. You want to straighten that up, please?
Yeah, and I removed this lights, was not okay. And I did again the orange color in it. Was not okay, dus I remove it and I do it again. Want I am glue not directly in. What I do first, I tape it in.
Very good technique, mate. Like it.
Then,
Love it.
yeah, then I'm sure I make a mistake, I can remove it.
Very good, mate. Very good.
I'm learning from my mistakes.
Well, that's the key to life.
Yes, I know.
Speaking of that, I'll be right back. Speaking of mistake, I'm going to go have some more of my coffee.
Very good. So what are you doing there, Bill?
I'm watching the live stream last week on the Sunday morning, and I was shocked, Jason.
You were short.
In shock.
Well, yeah. Have you been told
You're
today?
building a model.
Have you been told today? You know, international relations good sour. Here we go, Bill. What are you doing?
Well, using Nigel's technique, I blacked out all the grooves in the canopy.
wow.
And now I've just basically spent this stream cleaning all the excess that comes because, yeah, anyway. Cleaning all the
Yeah,
excess, and now I'm just doing a final clean on the canopy.
very good, mate. Very good. Doesn't look like plastic, but I mean, then again, you know, Wombat was playing with fucking Lego, so you know.
This is plastic. It's all this here is plastic.
It screws together.
Sure.
But
Okay, that's a magnet. Sticks to my tin wall.
well, then you got faulty plastic, don't you? You've got faulty plastic. There's not enough metal in it. Very good, mate. Very good.
So what, hey, Bilge, I meant to ask you, what are you working on, Bilge?
Hatchet part work. Lancaster bomber. 132 scale.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a big one.
I've got one of them sitting in the back.
You got a lot of stuff sitting in the
Oh.
Has anybody seen that Lancaster documentary on, I think it's Netflix? Netflix or Stan, I think it's Netflix.
Yeah,
No.
I got the Blu-ray of it.
That dog is crazy.
Good.
And I got the Spitfire one as well.
Yeah, there's a few different ones that are around.
I one time saw, what was it on, can't remember what it was. It was, these guys found the plans for that German flying wing, the Horton 229. I don't know if anybody's seen that thing.
Yeah.
They made a wooden mock-up themselves of it, full size.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that stuff fabricated.
Apparently, that was originally built from ply.
Oh, you mean well, as far as I know, that airplane never actually made it even to a flyable prototype. It was just found.
No. Oh, well, I'm probably thinking of the
wooden mock-up state. Am I wrong about that? You mean there was actually
the Germans right at the end of the war? They actually, I think they got two of them up in the air, and yeah,
the 229. Holy moly! Wow.
The Mustangs were like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, because it's literally, it's literally looks like a flying boomerang.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I remember when I saw the DML TriMaster, the old model company. They made a kit of that, and Dragon re-released it. I saw it one time at a hobby shop, and I grabbed it. And I went home that day, and I started working on it. I got it finished. It's in the cabinet behind me. But yeah, I just had to build that model when I saw it. And I read about it. I looked it up, and I said, I don't know whether this thing existed or not beyond the chalkboard, but it's so fucking cool. I got to build it.
Yeah. I don't know that thing.
I met a Luftwaffe test pilot once.
Oh, really?
He was the father of friends of my wife's, and we went to dinner at their house, and the guy said, "Oh, Jeffrey, you're into aeroplanes. You should meet my dad. He was in the war." And I'm thinking, hang on, these people left Germany after the war and they came here, and your dad was a pilot in the war. So I'm saying, you're saying your dad was in the Luftwaffe? And he said, yeah, he flew lots of experimental things that they were just making, and they wanted to see how they flew. So they used to get Dad to. I said, what do you mean, he's a test pilot? And they said, yeah, something like that. He often tries to tell us stuff, but we're never very interested. I thought, you've got to be joking.
Well, he's a lucky man too to have survived that.
Well, when I met him, like, he was getting very frail then, so he used to go off on all these tangents. But he was, he flew the Dornier 229, that Dornier with the push-pull propeller.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right.
the 335, the file. Yeah.
335, yeah. He flew the. He was very good at gliding. He was telling me, just like every other kid in Germany at that time, he was in the Hitler Youth.
Uh-huh.
And what he did was he had a mate. He had a mate whose his dad was some high up officer or something. And he said to his son, "What would you like to do?" And he said, "Oh, I'd like to learn to drive tanks." And he said, "Okay." So they sent him off to teach him how to drive trucks, and he ended up being a tank commander or something. And then he said to this guy, the one that I met, he said, "What would you like to do?" And he said, "I want to learn to fly." And he said, "Okay." So he set it up where he sent him to learn how to glide in gliders. And one time,
Right.
he was flying around somewhere, and he got caught in a storm, and he flew a ridiculously long way and finished up in the Swiss Alps to the point where he set a world distance record flying a glider. But since it was unofficial, he wasn't able to claim it. But just for a kid, he was on one of his first maiden flights, and he set a distance record flying a glider.
Yeah, I would say that he got caught up in the winds, huh?
Yeah. But he was an interesting guy. But I met him a few times, and I'd always try and slide over to try and ask him all his stuff. And he got to fly different Allied aircraft that have been shot down and repaired and stuff. And he flew that. There's I can't remember what it was now. It was called a Gigant. It was a motorized glider.
Yeah, the 323. Yeah, that monster.
323. And he since he was such a good glider pilot, they got him to fly those around. He was flying it over, on the Eastern Front somewhere, flying tanks around and things like that. Then he got shot down twice.
He lived through quite a bit.
Yeah, he finished up flying defensively over Germany towards the end of the war, and I think I don't know, they ran out of fuel. He was able to
probably wound up back in the infantry.
No, it was a long time ago. I can't remember exactly, and there was a lot of things that I wanted to ask him, but I never got to. But he ended up moving to Australia. He came from a family who were very good with optics, and so he came to Australia and worked for Zeiss, I think.
Oh yeah.
And he worked for the Zeiss company in Australia.
Yeah,
as an agent or something like that.
Well, the lens makers Bausch and Lomb. It was a German. That's a German.
Yeah.
They made optics during the Second World War and during the First World War. Their scopes were the German scopes on their sniper rifles during the First World War were so good they could outrange what the British were doing because they could see farther away.
Yeah, righto. Okay.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of little stories here and there. It's interesting. There's such a drive for political correctness. You don't want to do business with this firm or that firm, IG Farben or Krupp. Yet we drive Mercedes-Benz cars, and we drive Mitsubishi cars. Mitsubishi made the Zero. They made a lot of other wartime materials. So that's
right. Yeah, all those manufacturing companies from.
Yep. Yeah. They all made. I mean, if you're gonna cherry pick, go all the way, and then you'll be getting around like the freaking Amish.
Yeah, he was. Every time I saw him, as I said, he was getting very doddery towards the end, and he kept on going off on tangents. But
he wasn't talking about the finding the Fuhrer somewhere in South America, was he?
Well, you kind of want to talk about all the stuff that you probably shouldn't talk about, and he sort of lapsed into that. He goes on about how well behaved all the Germans were after and once Adolf came in and everybody was well behaved and there was no crime. I'm going, well, there probably was crime, but not the crime you talk about.
Yeah.
But just all I wanted to hear about was the airplanes, and he told me some gold and some really interesting stuff. But
I hear you. My sister's ex-husband, his parents came from were born in Germany, and they lived through the war. as children, and they got out of Germany after the war. I think they were in the West, but they didn't know whether the communists would make it all the way over to where they're at, so they got out before they could. Anyway, just interesting stories about what life was like in the Fort Bragg, including living through air raids. So when they hear the air sirens that would go off in our area on Tuesdays for the old back in the old when the Reds pressed the button down, that used to be a regular thing. Every Tuesday morning, the air raid sirens would be tested, and they would hear that here, and that was a very familiar sound to them.
Right.
All right, Jason, we've bored you enough. Go ahead. You can have your chat back.
No, I'm good. I'm just listening.
Yeah, it is fascinating to hear the stories of someone who lived through a certain experience. I mean, you rarely hear stories from the other side. You know what I mean? It's like you can hear talks of, well, like Bill just got, what was your father or was your grandfather, 9th Australian?
Yeah, he was 8. He was in the 8.
Okay. But nonetheless, you got to, you think about it. When we were kids, the Second World War was still recent history, and so a lot of people, like particularly in the UK and I'm sure in the rest of the Commonwealth, the Dominions and New Zealand, Australia, Canada, you had a lot of veterans living in your area who were served during the war. There were few and far between.
Not only that, but Pop's serial number started with a V, which denotes volunteer, and then the X was for Victoria. So he was a Victorian volunteer.
I think I was talking about all this, and Jeff Bray meeting, got to meet that great opportunity to meet that bloke. I think when I started playing lawn bowls and that, I think that's what I most found fascinating. Not the lawn bowls, not the competition, but you go in and you listen to some of these really old guys that had fought in the war, or they had something to do with it. And like I got to meet Spitfire pilot, I got to meet a Lancaster tail gunner. I got to meet.
Hey, Jason, you've met two, mate. Just saying.
But I got to meet a Lancaster navigator. I got to meet a Mustang pilot. I've met some guys, younger blokes, youngish, but that were in Vietnam.
Yeah, and they're old timers now.
Yeah, I found it fascinating because to have the honour and privilege to talk to these men after playing a game or whatever, but I'd be there for 2 hours, like talking their ears off, asking them questions, because I just wanted to have more of an insight into what they did and what it was like, and
sure,
and pretty much I'd ask a short question, and they'd give me a really good answer that might take 10 or 15 minutes, but I never went, geez, she's taking so long. I was captivated like a kid at Christmas, like.
Oh yeah.
So.
Kelly's parents' house in Dover, when they were doing some renovations, they were peeling back the wallpaper, and there was mud maps on the wall from the Second World War.
Okay, wow.
Family keeping track of family. What's the bet?
So, yeah. Oh, so, obviously Dover's only one part of, the bigger picture, but there's so much history and stuff down there. It's unbelievable.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine, his dad was a Army Air Corps pilot in the Second World War, and he wouldn't talk about his experience. He's like, no, that's okay, nothing to share. He was pretty tight-lipped about it. Some people are like that.
Well, you can understand. I mean, what?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
they all went through. Like, I mean, it's something you really don't want to relive again. But
Certainly. No doubt about it.
I was very fortunate that these men were happy to talk to me. And so Scotty's grandfathers were Papua New Guinea. Both of them were there. One of mine was there. The other one was in Borneo and Tobruk. So, but yeah, to have this, it's just, and we're very fortunate that most of them, or some of them, are still with us, and we can honour them. And
Yeah, that's incredible because a lot of World War II veterans are passing away every day.
yeah, so yeah, very, very fortunate. So, and we thank them for their service.
Huzzah.
That's
Huzzah. What are you doing there? I was that under the wing, under the main wing there. Wombat.
Yes, that's the undercarriage
Carriage
base.
Yeah. Very good. Chunk's got a beautiful display there of his model.
Do I need to enter that code number in or not?
Yes, mate. HUZZAH25, all uppercase.
It won't let me go to credit card. I've been trying for 20 minutes.
Really?
It won't let me go off PayPal for some reason.
It will only let you PayPal it.
I'll keep trying. How long have I got left?
34 minutes.
Righto.
I only gave myself a snip.
But yeah, we're coming up to the 2 hours. Much thanks, gentlemen. I'm going to try and put something together for next Sunday. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, it'll be same time, 5 p.m. You won't be here, Jeffro, maybe, you were saying?
Probably not. Well, look, I don't know. I don't know if we're going up. We'll either go up Friday and come back Sunday, in which case I'll be here, or we'll go up Saturday and come back Monday. I don't know. And unfortunately, I can't tell you because there's no reception, as you know. So make it a surprise.
We shall see. I'm just going to try and work out. Well, I wonder if I can get these downloaded. Hang on.
No,
See if
won't
this
let me
works
do it.
right now.
Won't let me do it.
Just go PayPal, mate, if that's going to do it.
No, it won't let me enter the. It tells me the promo code is invalid.
Shouldn't be. HUZZAH
25. Yep. No, it's telling me it's invalid. Is it valid? Is it all capitals or does it matter?
All capitals.
Yep, no. It's right there.
Can't see it.
Where is it?
Is it working?
No.
Hang on. Let me try it again, see if it's going to come up. It says it's on.
Oh, hang on. It's thinking.
Progress.
Invalid.
Hang on.
Oh, mate. There you go.
I don't know if I'm doing something wrong.
You're getting hungry, are you? Getting hungry? You starving? Shit, I didn't feed my birds either. Damn.
Bandit is one of the most talkative dogs I've ever met.
Well, we went on a picnic today. We took him with us. There were people all around. Didn't hear a sound out of him, but somebody walks past here and you can't shut him up.
Yeah, that's interesting.
One word. Yeah, one word. Are you doing it too, Scotty?
Good dog.
Yeah, my dog gets like that too, Jeffro. Where people walk by, just on the street in front of the house, he's in the backyard. He sees them, he just starts barking at them. And
Yeah.
once they're out of sight, he stops barking. But someone comes along, he starts barking.
He's extremely protective, which is kind of nice, but sometimes it's a bit of a hassle. He's standing next to me at the moment because he knows that it's past his dinner time.
Ah, okay, yeah. He's got a good bark to him. He's got a loud bark.
He sounds a lot bigger than he actually is.
Right.
He's a solid dog, but at the same time, he sounds a lot bigger.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So, yeah, which is kind of a good thing, but we sort of don't really like him barking too much when we're away because we've got neighbours and everything. But
right. Well, how does he do when you're gone?
I'm sorry.
How does he do when you say go away for a while?
If it's we actually leave the house open for him so he can get in and out of the house, and he's actually pretty good. Unfortunately, like yesterday, we had to go away. We were away pretty much all day, and we really couldn't do anything else. We had to just leave him out in the backyard, and we had to just hope that he wouldn't disturb people too much.
Yeah.
But we were only away through the daylight hours, so it's not like we weren't doing anything illegal or anything by having a barking dog late at night or anything. But
right.
So usually, if we go away, it's usually just for a few hours or something, and that's fine. We take him with us when we can.
Yeah. The reason I ask is my dog. He doesn't have separation anxiety, but he does. He's so used to someone being home that when he is on his own, even for a short period of time, we get the reception of a hysterical dog when we come back. He's so wound up. I got to get him outside and let him get his tension out because he's just so keyed up when we come back.
There's something my wife does.
Kyle literally starts crying when I get home from work.
There's something my wife does. He'll follow her outside for something, and he'll only be gone for a couple of moments. And I'll be at the other end of the house, and she just opens the door. She says, "Where's Jeff? Where's Jeff?" Next minute, he comes in and bowls me over like he hasn't seen me for a week.
Yep.
He's only been outside for 2 minutes.
Yep.
It's working now.
Hey, there you go. Good for you, Chunk.
But I don't know if the credit card thing's still playing up.
You just made it, mate.
But the code's gone through now. So.
Very good.
Progress.
The joys we live in. Remember, you just say it's 25% off, and
now it's dropped. Now it's dropped under the free thing. So now it's charging me delivery. So now I've got to buy more. What's free delivery at?
130, mate.
Well, it's saying it's when I enter the code, it's dropped it to 141, but it's still no, it's 141 with the $14 delivery, I think.
Yeah, it's gotta be the merchandise price.
Right, almighty. I'm just going to have to go back and buy bloody more.
You can do it.
Right, what else do I need in here?
Yeah.
What's wrong with your car, Scott? Must be a bullet.
I was waiting for one of those to come along before the show ended.
That's all right. You should see what they're talking about bringing out next year. The new Tirana looks like a shrunken bloody Camaro.
It is. It's a fake, Alex. A built.
Yeah.
I was talking to the boys on the group built for this truck, the Ford truck. I said I might just leave it in parts. I said that's its natural state.
No, you need to build a rollback for it to sit on, or a car trailer, one of the two.
And like You've got Scotty's gone into Holden leaking overplay. I'd say it's been sabotaged by somebody who owned a board. That's all I can look at that way.
Yep.
That's,
Change radiator caps.
there you go, Scotty. I mean, if you want to know anything about Holden's, Wombat's your man. Not Wombat. Paul's your man.
So there you go. Well,
Did it go through?
no, look at my shirt.
Chevy, yep.
I've
Great
usually
shirt.
got the HS. I can't find my HSV one. Don't know where I've done with it.
Just got to go and feed my boy, gentlemen.
Very good. Well, what we'll do is we'll all hang around. We'll just go. We can have a what do you call it? Chunk.
Oh,
Whatever
just
we
afterwards, just a hangout. Yeah, easy. Me and James
We'll
used to
hang
say
out
probably an
together
hour or
and,
so afterwards. Norm will be waiting.
Yeah, we'll do a hangout, and we're going to say goodbye to you guys. We'll see you next week, 5 p.m. Sunday. So thank you all. Jeff Bray was rude and left us all. We understand that. That's with him. But
Till next
take
time,
care.
good at it.
For anybody who wants to buy Outlaw and 25% off, Huzzah 25 is the code. And yeah, guys, till then, take care, and we'll talk to you all soon.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.